Hey, what's up guys, this is TPC, aka TheProgrammingCuber, and today I have an overview of whatever this mod is.
Go select.
So this is my first ever completed modification. I say first ever completed specifically because I started one over a month ago, maybe even 2 months ago, and I never finished it. But this one is done, so I'll be showing this one first, and that one later whenever I get around to finishing it. The thing was, the milliput that I tried to use, it wasn't super great quality, and I didn't really mix it right, because it was my first time using milliput, so I didn't get it right, and it didn't dry, and it's still not fully dry after over a month, so obviously I did something wrong. So yeah, that one I've just put aside, and I'll try to get back to at some point in the summer. Anyway, this is my first completed mod. Like I said before, I don't know what to call it. I think it looks pretty cool, but I have no name for it right now, and that's what I'm going to ask you guys to do for me. So yeah, I just want you guys to help me name it. I mean, here's what it looks like, and then I'll tell you guys how it functions. Basically, it's made out of a Diane 2x2, and what I did, I actually posted a picture on Instagram of this, and I'll put that picture here. So yeah, that's what I did to my Diane 2x2 when I was bored. Now, it still had the alignment mechanism in that picture, where one corner is bandaged because 3 edges are locked to the centers, so it's bandaged like this. To prevent the mechanism from going out of alignment. It still had that there, but I've since removed that, obviously, for the actual mod. And that was the main portion of the mod, and then the rest of it was really just stickering. So all I did was I cut off here. As you can see the kind of rough sanding edges there, and the sort of outline of a rectangle there. What used to be there was this little triangular piece that would, and on either side, that would lock into the center so that the edge can no longer move. And that's on 3 of these edges, 1, 2, and 3 all have that. And I've cut them and then sanded them down so that they're flush, just like the rest of the pieces. And that allows the puzzle to turn just like a 3x3 instead of being bandaged and only be able to turn like a 3-gen 3x3. Now before it could only kind of turn on these 3 layers, so if you're doing 3-gen, if you know what I mean. But now I've cut that alignment mechanism off, and now it's a fully functional 3x3, which is really nice. It also looks pretty interesting because I didn't cut these off. I just left them like that, so I stickered them like that, and it's actually pretty cool. Now, this mod was partially inspired by someone, I think he might be kind of falling out of cubing, but Callahan or CO Blue Box Studios, but I think he changed his username now. His channel isn't really cubing anymore, but I think he still has the video up. If he does, I'll put a link right here to the video of his V-Cube modification, where he basically did the same thing, except he also cut down the corners like that, so it was a perfect sphere. And I don't think he ever stickered that. I don't think he ever finished it. But he basically did the same thing where he just cut off the alignment mechanism and turned it into a 3x3 ball. But I'm not sure, I don't think he ever completed that. So I had some extra stickers laying around, so I stickered it up. Basically for the corners, it was actually really lucky. All you had to do was cut the sticker into quarters, and that would cover one entire side. It happened to be that these were pretty much exactly the same size as one standard 3x3 sticker put together. And of course I just nubbed off one corner with a pair of scissors. For these stickers, the edge stickers, I cut the sticker in half, and then I trimmed off a little bit from either side and then nubbed off the corners right there and right there. As you can see, they're not super even. They used to be a lot more uneven, but I've since trimmed a couple of the really uneven ones with an X-Acto knife while it was already on the puzzle, so it's a little bit more even. Now the center stickers is the strange part. Basically there's no center caps, right? So I had to kind of improvise here. Basically what I did was I cut the sticker so it was big enough that it could actually adhere to the edges of the centerpiece, which is why it looks almost like a full fitted sticker instead of a regular sticker, because it's just barely hanging on to the edges of that centerpiece. And originally I was just going to keep it as a void, but it looked a little weird with the screws sticking out and no centerpiece. So that's why I actually ended up deciding to put the centerpieces on. I actually beforehand had done something else where I took a clear piece of tape, did the same thing, and then put the sticker on top of the clear piece of tape. Anyway, what happened with that one was tape is not as sticky as a sticker. So it would keep falling. It would just start peeling up, and it got kind of ugly. And it was clear tape, so it got a bunch of fingerprint marks, and it was bad. So then I tried something really stupid where I attempted to fill the center with something so that I would have, I don't know, that one failed completely, and I had to dig everything, and then I filled the centers with an X-Acto knife. It was bad. And then finally I decided, you know what, forget it. Let's go back to the original one, except just use a sticker, no tape this time. And it worked this time. So, I guess third time's the charm, right? Anyway, that's about all I have to say on this puzzle. I'll just give it a quick solve here. It's just a 3x3, except it looks really cool. And I like it because it's my own mod. And I mean, from another person's point of view, I think it looks pretty cool. I got some non-Cuber opinions at school, but anyway, it's just the 3x3, and it turns pretty well, as expected, because, you know, it's a Xanshi 2x2, so essentially it's a Xanshi mechanism, and obviously Diane Xanshis, right? What OLL is this? I know I can write. Oh, I got it. I'm actually pretty good with OLL and stuff recognition. Look at that. M-slice turns on this thing. I can actually do them. Anyway, again, I need your help naming this because I have no idea what to name it. #Cuber actually suggested like Skeleton 3x3, which was inspired by Crazy Bad Cuber's Skeleton 3x3, where he had, I believe it was a 5x5x7, and he took out a bunch of edges and turned it into like a Skeleton 3x3. So she was thinking about naming it that, but I do kind of want to have a more original name, so I want to see what you guys, as the viewers, can come up with. I know you guys are very creative people, so let's see what you can come up with about this puzzle. Before I stickered up the edges and the centers, I actually just called it a Skeleton 2x2 because I only had the corners, but now that it's a 3x3, what do I call this? Anyway, that's about it for this overview of my new mod. That's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. So, some exciting news happened. Some exciting stuff happened today. Guess what? I got my expander out. That's right. I'm not gonna have speech problems now. Actually, I kind of do right now just because I'm not used to having it out. But later on, I'm gonna be perfectly fine. So I got that stupid thing out. I still have my braces, obviously. But anyway. Also, on #Cuber channel, I did a mini competition with her, so if you guys have not seen that, I'll put a link to that in the description below. Definitely check that out. It was an awesome video. I'll also put an annotation right here, I guess. It was really fun, and she did an awesome job editing that video. It was so good. And also, her videos in general are great. And she also recently hit 1,000 subscribers, so definitely go check out her channel if you haven't already. And also click all of these links because these are all important links and you will not regret clicking any of these or checking out any of these. My Instagram over here. I think it's over here. I swear if I'm pointing to the completely wrong spot, I would be so embarrassed. But I think my Instagram is over here, so go check that out. Subscribe, or as DerpyCuber says, subscroodle. Scroodle. And also click these next video and previous video because I know you want to see more of my stuff. That was a really long end slate. I'll say bye now. Bye.